I'm so happy you're here. So today I'm going to be showing you how I designed my August bullet journal spread, and I had a hard time coming up with a theme that I really wanted to go with. I felt like I was pulled in a lot of different directions, but I finally decided on a peach theme. I feel like fruit just sounds very summery, and I'm excited to show you the process. And yeah, let's just hop right in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I realized that August is actually the month that I first started bullet journaling last year. So I've officially made it an entire year of doing bullet journaling, and I feel very proud of that. It honestly doesn't feel like a year. I don't think I started filming or posting on YouTube until maybe a little bit later, probably October maybe. But either way, I just feel very proud of it. So yeah, I did a basic sketch of the August spread, and yeah, it took me some time to just kind of like figure out where to place everything. So lots of erasing and redrawing, and I think I moved the calendar dates around just a little bit, and then I decided to go with a peach theme, like you can see, and so I wanted to get the shapes right, and yeah, include some little flower blossoms. And I wanted to change up the fonts a little bit. I typically just use a pretty basic cursive font or a basic print font, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, challenge myself a little bit to practice with my fonts. So I found this one online. I honestly don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I liked the way that it looked, and I did a little outline with one of my micron pens, and then I took a more of a brush style pen and just kind of colored it in a little bit more. And then I did this quote just in a basic font that says, "Let July be July, let August be August, and let yourself just be. Even in the uncertainty, you don't have to fix everything, and you can still find peace and grow in the wild of changing things." So I really liked that, just kind of reminding myself to be present and just here in the moment instead of trying to constantly get to somewhere else or to the next best thing, or where the grass is greener on the other side. Just really giving myself permission to just be here and enjoy where I'm at in the process. So really loved that quote. And then on the right side of the page, I did these 3 peaches with lots of flowers, and I honestly love how this sketch turned out. And I added a few little dots for some little bit of shading and detail, and then I mixed up this peach color and I did some different shades. Honestly, I had a really hard time painting on this paper. It is not watercolor paper at all, and so I kind of struggled because the paper just wasn't absorbing the water like I wanted it to. Yeah, I had a hard time with the layering of it. It just wasn't flowing the way that I wanted it to, and so I just kind of had to work with the paper and do the best that I could. But I still really like how it turned out. When I moved on to the leaves, I did a basic coat of green, and then I added in some shading and some details with a darker green color, and I feel like that made it pop a little bit more. And then with the flowers, I did a really light peachy pink, and then went in to like the center, like the stamen area, and then added some little shadows and stuff on the sides of the petals to give it some dimension and depth. And I think it turned out well. And then I went in with my little peach brush pen and highlighted the days of the week. And moving on to the weekly spread, I incorporated the same font for August and added the little calendar up top. And this was another challenge that I had. I didn't have as many pages left in my bullet journal as I needed to for the month of August, so I decided to do 2 weeks on one, 2-page spread instead of 1 week on the 2 pages like I normally do. So not ideal, but it still worked out. Hopefully I will just write really small for my to-do list. But yeah, I played around with this fun cursive font and gave it a little bit more depth, and then added some of the same peach sketches just at the top right corner and then the bottom. And I honestly love how this turned out. It really makes me very happy. And yeah, incorporated that little peach color from the brush pen on the days of the week and then the dates, and then did a similar technique where I'm just filling in the peaches with some of the shading. And I think the more that I worked on these weekly spreads, the better I got with figuring out how to blend the colors well on a page. But yeah, it just was not flowing as well as I had hoped. So I'm hoping for my next bullet journal I'll be able to get a journal that has pages specifically for watercolor, and maybe that will help a little bit more with my blending of the colors. So either way, yeah, I really love how this turned out, and here's the final flip through. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.